Hi, this is Matt with PT Pilot Billing and Revenue Cycle Management. So it's October, and October, as we know, is the busiest time of year for most clinics in the country. Okay, in the US, that is the peak of physical therapy season. So we're all feeling very, very busy right now. But a lot of people, even though they're busy in their clinics, they're not feeling the abundance that should be coming with being busy. They're feeling oversubscribed. They're feeling like the cash flow isn't quite where it should be. They're having a bit of a time suck because of the volume of the clinic. So it's not always the greatest time for PT clinic owners. But I want to speak to you today if you're having a little bit of a challenge with being that busy but not feeling the abundance that you feel like you should be having being that busy. Remember why you got into this in the first place. You wanted to do good work. You wanted to help people. You wanted to have some freedom, some financial freedom and some time freedom. But sometimes things don't work out that way, just as we would like them to work out. And so for many clinic owners, their situation has become a little bit different to that. As I say, become busy. The financial blessings aren't there. Tough to make payroll sometimes. Cash flow isn't quite what it should be. But the key to remember is that small changes can make big differences over time. So even though you started out with those high expectations of really having that great life that you perceived would come with PT ownership, and maybe it's not coming through for you yet, you really can have it. It usually just takes a few small tweaks made over time to make that big difference. So hang in there and stay motivated. Today we're going to talk about one thing you can measure that can make a really, really big difference over time. When we take on clients, we usually find most clients, when we look at their data, that they could have about a 40 to 45% increase in revenue by doing a few things differently, correctly. And so we're going to talk about one thing today that can make a big difference. And that's the ARC ratio, or the ARC ratio, okay? And essentially, this is just a measure of how fast you get paid. And there's a lot of things that go into that, but for most people who are busy right now and aren't feeling the income that they feel like they should have, a lot of it is due to lack of speed of payment. Sometimes not even being paid correctly at all, when we see that a lot with clients that we bring on. So the ARC ratio is essentially your total accounts receivable, right? So all the money that is owed to you out there divided by the average of your last 3 months charges, okay? So your overall accounts receivable divided by the average of your last 3 months charges, okay? Now, ideally, if you wanted to get exact with this, you take out all your auto and your attorney AR, and you'd also take out your auto and attorney charges, but you don't have to for the purposes of doing this exercise. Make that calculation, and you really want that ideally to be below 0.8, okay? As long as it's below 1.0, you're probably okay. Anything above 1.0 is not good. It means that you're probably not getting paid a lot of things that you should be getting paid for, and you're definitely not getting paid fast enough. And so there are a lot of things that can be done to really improve that ARC ratio, but I would look into that really quick if you feel like the revenue just isn't where you want it to be, and that can show you that, hey, things aren't being collected quite like they should be. And if that's the case, just shoot me an email. Be happy to help you work out the best things to do to rectify that. Okay, remember, stay motivated. Your PT business can thrive. It can do great. Small changes made over time will make a huge difference. Okay, let's have a great next month.